about to make some pancakes. I made these pancakes yesterday, but I wanted to try making them today with a couple alterations. The regular recipe calls for all-purpose flour, but I wanted to try using oats. So I'm gonna do that today. And they were really good yesterday, so I'm sure they will be really good today. It is Sunday. It's kind of a slightly more relaxed day, so I'm just chilling around the house. Jared's at work. It is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers. My mom is in San Diego, and so is my grandmom. So I have reached out to them, talked to Grandma this morning, talking to Mom later, sent out the cards, all the good stuff. So I am just chilling at the tiny, doing my thing. We've just been prepping and doing what we can at the moment while not physically on the land right now, but just getting the balls rolling, doing what we can. On Monday and Tuesday, we are going to ideally go to the pod, move things around so that it can be physically moved to our property, and we know it's going to be at an incline, so we want to make sure everything is sturdy and steady because we have gone through there and moved stuff around over the past few months to like get things out, and I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith on how some things are balanced now that it's actually being moved. So we'll grab a couple things out of it, get it set and secure, maybe put some things in it, who knows, and then have it ready to be moved, hopefully on Tuesday. That will be amazing. We won't have a shipping container there for a bit, but it'll be good just to have access to our things whenever we want. And yeah, so we'll also definitely need to get a security camera on that bad boy, which is not a problem because we have the security cameras. We just also need to have not necessarily a power source out there because the Arlos don't need a power source. So that's great, but they do need at least internet to broadcast to us being like 30 minutes away. So we'll figure that out. We will figure that out. Okay, I'm hungry. I'm gonna make some pancakes. How many grams is 1 1/4 cups of oats? 123. So it was 1 1/4 cups all-purpose flour, which was 156 grams. So it's a bit less for the oats, 123. Put some of these back. $123.3. That'll work. Pancaking. I do have them on 350 on the griddler, so they don't really take that long, but I have two projects that I want to work on the side, one of which is making a little bit more cashew cheese sauce. I made some a couple days ago and it's dwindling and we don't have that many cashews left, so I just want to use the rest of that, add it to what we already have, because I think I'm going to throw together some tacos for my next meal in the day. And I made lentils earlier in this week. Basically, our goal is to get through as much of the backstock type food that we have in our tiny house, because a lot of these things we've honestly had since we were probably in San Diego. Not like the cashews, but I probably had those lentils in a glass jar since we were in San Diego, and probably for a year before that. So it's like, what am I doing carrying all these things around? That makes no sense. So we're just going through all the random things. Jared has a lot of pasta that he's accumulated, so we're working on that. We actually made a spinach and artichoke dip the other day that was really good, which had a little bit of the cashews in it, but mainly some artichokes that we had in a jar that we had bought at Costco ages ago. So it's just getting through things like that. So the cashews, I'm going to finish that container. And side note, if I didn't finish that brain thought, the goal of all of that is so that when we're moving the tiny house, because we need to pack up a lot of the things for both the safety of the items while traveling, but also for the weight of the tiny house. We're going to empty out the higher cabinets and then take everything out from the storage loft. So it just means less things we have to pack, less things to move, more things to eat. So lentils, and then cutting and freezing strawberries. We got some at Costco the other day, and they are just sitting in the fridge, and unfortunately a couple of them are turning. So I just want to get those cut. And I did get a pineapple from Costco yesterday morning. I'll throw in a little clip of some things from yesterday. Here, we had a nice early start to our day yesterday, and then I ended up not filming for the rest of the day. But, you know, it's still fun little cute content moments. But pineapple, I probably looked ridiculous in Costco because I smell the bottom of the pineapple to know when it's ready. That's a trick that I learned from probably some Nut Nutrition, someone online, and then just Googling when I'm at the store, and I'm like, I can't remember how to check for pineapples. So this one's getting sweeter. I think I'm still gonna give it another day though or so. So I'm not gonna cut it quite yet, because I still have pineapple in the freezer. So I can still make a smoothie today and that'll be fine. But yeah, that's how I'm testing him. But I'm not cutting him yet. Basically all I did for the cashew cheese sauce was 1 cup of cashews, half a cup of water, and a tablespoon of a nutritional yeast mixture we have. And I can't even tell you how to make that mixture. I'm sorry. I know, how not helpful of me. But it's I bought Jared this seasoned nutritional yeast 3-pack at one point. One was, I think, spicy, one was maybe salty, one was something else. And we had them in these multiple containers. We had so many containers, and after a while we were just like, we're just gonna combine these. So they got combined into one thing. We have them in a bigger mason jar, and then I fill up this little guy. So sometimes it's a little bit saltier than I want it to be, so I have to remember that and keep that in mind. But it was just a tablespoon of this. So I don't quite have a cup left of these, so I'll measure out however much I have, do half the amount also in water, and maybe like half a tablespoon depending on what my ratios are. Also, as a side note, I need to buy nooch. I need to get some more nooch. I want to wait until I can go back to this market that is on the other side of town, but they sell nutritional yeast at a really good price, and it is in these like paper bags. So they pre-weigh it out for you and everything, and it's just, you know, less waste, less plastic, less whatever. So that's the goal. But for now, getting on the side projects. All right, but I've talked for too long that now it's time to probably flip these and then add another round of pancake. So it's about a half cup of cashews. There's a little bit left, but let me see. So half a cup of cashews, it's about 75 grams. That's basically 2/3 of a cup. So I'll do half of that in water. So 1/3 of a cup of water. Pancakes are done. I've eaten maybe 1 or 2 of them if I'm being honest, but the rest are staying warm here for now. And then finished the cashew cheese sauce. So I just blended everything that was left in it that I made like a day and a half ago back into this one, and then we'll have that with our dinner. So now strawberries. So these were all of my salvageable strawberries from what I hadn't eaten yet. So, I mean, honestly, that's more than I thought I was going to have. I'm stoked on that. So I'm just going to cut these up real fast. And then I just want to do a little experiment with you guys. I have always been so curious what the weight difference might be for food frozen versus non-frozen, because whenever I'm putting things into Chronometer or whatever app I'm using, I don't use Chronometer anymore, but nothing against Chronometer, I just can't remember the app that I use that's linked with my food scale. Anywho's, when you put things in, especially if I'm measuring them out by weight, I want to know if it's frozen or not frozen for calories, and then I want to know that if I have things in my smoothie meal that I've made and I'm saying that I have 120 grams of pineapple, well, what if I don't have any frozen pineapple but I cut fresh pineapple? Can I still do 120 grams, or is it a little different? Is the number so small that it doesn't even make a difference? I don't know, we'll see. So I'm just going to cut this, weigh it, freeze it, and then if it's fully frozen by the time that I do a smoothie later, I'm going to re-weigh out all of it and see what the difference is. $362.1 grams pre-freezing. It is such a gorgeous gorgeous day outside. I want to get some steps in the real world instead of in the tiny house on a walking pad. So it's like 4 o'clock. I'm not wearing my watch. It's charging. I did not realize it was dead, and I was getting ready to go on my walk, and it was dead. So I plugged that in. AirPods are charging, even though I think they're full all the way, and phone is also charging because 23%. I don't know. Who knows? But I put on this sunscreen on my legs already. It is the Black Girl Sunscreen Make It Matte 45 SPF Broad Spectrum. I've seen things that say like everything over 30, it's all the same, but whatever. This one I did really like because it's clear. So literally, which is why it's Black Girl Sunscreen, because if any of y'all know, if any of you live in the world of, you know, skin that's not white, sometimes it is hard to rub in sunscreen because you just end up looking pale or, you know, weird and discolored. Just rubbing that into my leg because it doesn't always rub in naturally, and then sometimes you even just like look pink. It's a whole thing. So I do love their stuff. It's a little bit oily on the fingers. They also have a spray one, which I leave for Jared because he never wants to put on sunscreen, and if I can spray it on him, then he'll wear it. So it's just easier, it's quicker. But for my face, I like using the Mega Shade SPF 50 Breakout Proof Sunscreen by Zitstica. Any of my featured products that I mention, or even just things in the background, I will have those linked down below in the description like always. Then speaking of which, I will also have the original recipe for the pancakes down below, and I will put like the little alterations that I have. Those pancakes are so good. I think that I'm going to try to use that as the base to my pancake batch mix that I wanted to do. If I'm being honest, I wanted to find something that was as easy as just add water, because that's what some pancake mixes are that I've had. But I haven't been able to, at least yet, find a recipe where it basically is just add water. Like the one that I have now, it would be add a flax egg, a tablespoon of applesauce, and soy milk or water. But I'm still messing with it. I want to try adding protein powder, and then I want to also see what it would taste like with water as opposed to soy milk. But even the entire recipe today, minus the syrup, it was less than 600 calories. I didn't eat them all, granted, because when I had the syrup, the calories go up a little bit. But I mean, as it is, it's really just oats, applesauce, baking powder, water, salt, soy milk, not water, but all clean, straightforward items. I'm digressing though. I'm digressing. I just wanted to put on my sunscreen and I guess really kill some time while my watch is charging. Let's be honest. But, you know, I feel like I'm always doctoring my face. It's always it's like I'm chasing my tail from my last period with how my skin's acting, I swear. But it's been healing up, doing its thing, so I want to help it as much as possible. As you guys can even kind of see from here to here, like my skin tone color changes a little bit, and granted it's not like all the way rubbed in necessarily yet, but just from it, you know, not being clear. So just an example of how the Black Girl Sunscreen is awesome. I also want to try Typology sunscreen, but of course I want to wait till I'm out of these and then I'll give them a shot, see which ones I like. Nosin, Caposin, my neck. Oh, I really hope that didn't get on my jacket. I don't think it did. I feel safe. That was close. While out on my little nature walk, I'm hoping that I'm dressed for the proper temperature. We shall see. Yesterday, it was pretty toasty, but I am wearing shorts, so whatever. But I am going to listen to a podcast that I started 2 walks ago. It is, I'll link it down below because I can't remember the exact name, but it could be like Drama Queens, OTH, I can't really remember, but it is the 3 main women from One Tree Hill, which I used to watch all the time growing up and have rewatched before. Love it. Love it. It's probably, okay, if we're being honest here, that and then Vampire Diaries, which is like different category. Those are probably my 2 favorite long-running episodes. Oh my gosh, I almost lied. How I Met Your Mother. But I feel like that's a different category. It's like a different age group of people. It's like high schoolers and adults. But One Tree Hill, loved that show. So now they are doing a podcast where it's the three main ladies, because apparently they go and do interviews and stuff all the time still for it. People are always asking questions, but they haven't seen those episodes in like 20 years because it came out forever ago and they just haven't watched it since. So they're doing a thing where they watch through all the episodes with each other and then they talk about it on the podcast. But it's so cool what they're talking about. I'm really enjoying it. It's because they were so young when they were first in this, and I can't imagine having that be your job at that age and just the experiences you go through. But one thing that I will note is I think it's cool that they talk about how that there are so many young women that would be watching this show and think that their life was supposed to look like that because they're seeing it on a TV show. But then these women are like, are you kidding me? When we were in high school, that's not what our lives were like at all. This is what our lives were like. Sophia Bush, who played Brooke in One Tree Hill, who is the like super attractive, all the boys love her, boy magnet. She was like, that was the complete opposite of who I was. She went to a school with all girls. She never had a class with any boys, and now she's coming in and playing this role. And I don't want to ramble about it, but I just think that it's a really cool perspective. So if anyone ever watched One Tree Hill and likes podcasts, you should totally check it out. But I'm going to continue to listen to that while I'm on my walk. Sunscreen is sunscreened in. Hopefully my watch and everything is ready. I think I'm just going to take it no matter what it's at because it is getting later in the day. I still need to do my smoothie. Got other things going on, some computer work to do. So even though it's been kind of a more relaxed day, still need to get stuff done. I almost forgot. This is SPF 30 Organic Kula Lip Lux Hydrating Oil Golden Glow. Basically, sunscreen for your lips. And I'm trying to get in the habit of doing all this stuff. Because when we move onto our property and we are out in the sun all the time, gotta take care of the skin. So habits, habits, habits. And everything that I use, especially beauty-wise, always vegan and cruelty-free. So rest assured on that one. a little glow, a little glisten going on. I am at 7,573 steps now. I was walking for an hour and 15 minutes, which was nice. Hi, Mr. Bobo, you gonna come down? Just don't knock the flowers over. Don't knock over my soul wood flowers. Hi, you were sleepy. Can I get your sleepy? I got your sleepy. Hi. Don't eat that. Eating the faux flowers. The only way I can have eucalyptus in this place. Faux eucalyptus. Side note, I love these. You gonna go? You gonna be? What are you gonna do, Mr. Bobo? What are you gonna do? Okay. The children, I swear. Alright, so more of a kitty commercial now than anything, but these are two separate items that I got on Etsy. I will have them linked in an affiliate link below, but I love these things. They've moved with us twice, so they've been packed up, put in boxes, chewed on by cats. That's the cat that's chewed on them. Hey! I swear. They've been knocked over on the ground multiple times, and they are hardy, they are sturdy, I think they are beautiful. They are made of all natural materials, so I love it. If anybody, I mean a little late for Mother's Day now, but if anybody's looking for something of the sort, in their site online they show them used as wedding bouquets. You can literally do anything with them, and they have all different kinds, so little plug for those beauties right there. And vase bought from a different company, but it's ceramic. Love it. I don't even remember what I was saying before, but podcast, so good. There are like adult level insights that they're talking about that I'm just like, am I in therapy right now? Like, this is fantastic. So that's been really fun. I might put on One Tree Hill in the background while I'm making my smoothie just for fun, because they're like talking about the episode obviously, and they're referencing little things with more tidbits, and I'm like, I have to see that. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. So we'll see what it's on. Let me actually see what it's on right now. Where can I stream One Tree Hill? Oh, cool. Hulu subscription, HBO subscription. I'll be good to go with that. But I'm gonna make a smoothie, and I'm just going to, let's see, what's in it? Banana, protein powder, strawberry, apple, pineapple, a smidgy bit of celery, because celery can take over the entire smoothie flavor, even just having half a stick of celery in it. So I have a bunch that's frozen. I need to get through it, right? So I'm just doing literally a quarter of a celery piece in every single smoothie that I make. I've got flax, hemp, chia seed, and then right now, instead of doing kale or spinach, I have this all greens powder that is broccoli, kale, spinach, all of these things in like a powder form. Hi, Barney, making your appearance. We're jealous, huh? We're jealous the boys came up here. But getting through things in the house, I've had that for ages and I never use it. So she's like now trying to mess with the flowers since the boys were all interested. Hi, girl, just gonna keep putting your tail in front of the camera. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Yeah. So I am putting a pause on buying kale and spinach until, at least for smoothies, until I am done with this powder. It's the moment of truth. We got the strawberries. Can't remember exactly how much they weighed before. This is 366.3. I'll put the math on the screen right now, but it seems like it's only a 5-gram difference depending on what my original start number was there, or maybe even less than 5. And these strawberries are mostly frozen. The ones on the bottom, 100% frozen. Some towards the top or that were in the middle, they're in the middle. Later. Dinner was a little bit later than planned because breakfast started off later than planned, but I'm just gonna do some of these corn tortillas that we have been obsessed with. They're oil-free from Costco. We've been getting these 2 bags at a time. Then just do some pico, heat up some of the lentils I made earlier in the week, and throw on some of that cashew sauce.
Hi. Is that energy ball? Hi, Smoothie Man. Hi.
Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this video and watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you aren't subscribed already, subscribe. Got lots of new things coming soon. So see you guys next time. Bye.